Question number 151. You are building a language learning solution. You need to recommend which Azure service can be used to perform the following task. Analyze learning content and provide students with pictures that represent commonly used words or phrases in the text. The solution must minimize development effort. Which Azure service should you recommend? Option A, Azure Cognitive Search. Option B, Azure AI Custom Vision. Option C, Azure AI Document Intelligence. Option D, Immersive Reader. The correct answer is option D, Immersive Reader. Immersive Reader is designed to improve reading comprehension and accessibility. It can analyze learning content and enhance it by showing visual aids, including pictures representing commonly used words or phrases using picture dictionaries. It requires minimal development effort and is specially well suited for educational and language learning scenarios. Question number 152. In Azure AI Studio, you use Complexion's Playground with the GPT-35 Turbo model. You have a prompt that contains the following code. You need the model to create an explanation of the code. The solution must minimize cost. What should you do? Option A, add 2 forward slashes. What does function f do to the prompt? Option B, add function f explanation to the prompt. Option C, change the model to GPT-4 32K. Option D, set the temperature parameter to 1. The correct answer is option A, add 2 forward slash. What does function f do to the prompt? Adding a simple comment like 2 forward slash what does function f do helps guide the GPT-35 Turbo model to generate an explanation of the code while keeping the prompt size minimal. This approach ensures that the model understands the intent without increasing token usage significantly, thereby minimizing cost. The GPT-35 Turbo model is optimized for cost efficiency compared to GPT-4 models, making this an effective choice. Question number 153. You have an Azure subscription that contains an Azure AI Document Intelligence resource named DI1 and a storage account named SA1. The SA1 account contains a blob container named blob1 and an Azure file share named share1. You plan to build a custom model named model1 in DI1. You create sample forms and JSON files for model 1. You need to train model 1 and retrieve the ID of the model. Which 4 actions should you perform in sequence? 1. Call the build model REST API function. 2. Retrieve the access key for SA1. 3. Upload the form and JSON files to share1. 4. Create a shared access signature SAS URL for blob1. 5. Call the getModel REST API function. 6. Upload the forms and JSON files to blob1. 7. Call the getInfo REST API function. Option A, 2, 6, 4, 1. Option B 6415. Option C 6241. Option D 4631. Option E 5467. The correct answer is option A 2641. You must first retrieve the access key to manage stories. Upload the training files to Blob 1 since Azure Files is not supported. Generate a SAS URL to grant the AI service access. And finally, call the build model REST API to train the model and receive the model ID. This sequence meets the requirement for custom model training in document intelligence. Question number 154. You have a product knowledge base that contains multiple PDF documents. You need to build a chatbot that will provide responses based on data in the knowledge base. The solution must minimize development effort and cost. What should you include in the solution? Option A, Azure AI Language Detection. Option B, Azure AI Language Custom Question Answering. Option C, Azure OpenAI. Option D, Azure AI Language Conversational Language Understanding, CLU. The correct answer is option B, Azure AI Language Custom Question Answering. Azure AI Language Custom Question Answering is designed specifically to build chatbots that respond based on data from documents like PDFs, website, or knowledge bases. It allows you to upload content, configure it with minimal effort, and quickly enable question answering over that data. This approach reduces both development time and cost compared to building solutions from scratch or using generalized models like Azure OpenAI. Question number 155. You have a factory that produces cardboard packaging for food product. The factory has intermittent internet connectivity. The packages are required to include 4 samples of each product. You need to build a custom vision model that will identify defects in packaging and provide the location of the defect to an operator. The model must ensure that each package contains 4 products. Which project type should you use? Option A, Image Classification. Option B, Object Detection. The correct answer is option B, Object Detection. Object detection is suitable for identifying and locating defects in packaging and verifying the presence of all 4 products within the package. It allows the model to not only classify the content, but also to pinpoint the location of each defect, making it ideal for tasks that require spatial awareness within images. Just a quick reminder, if you don't have time to watch these videos and instead download all questions and answers, feel free to purchase them on Buy Me a Coffee page. I have shared the link below. Question number 156. You have a factory that produces cardboard packaging for food products. The factory has intermittent internet connectivity. The packages are required to include 4 samples of each product. You need to build a custom vision model that will identify defects in packaging and provide the location of the defects to an operator. The model must ensure that each package contains the 4 products. Which domain should you use? Option A, food. Option B, general. Option C, general, compact. Option D, logo. The correct answer is option C, general, compact. It is optimized for devices with limited resources and can be deployed locally, making it suitable for environments with intermittent internet connectivity. This domain supports object detection, which is necessary for identifying and locating defects in packaging, as well as ensuring that each package contains 4 products. Question number 157. You are developing a monitoring system that will analyze engine sensor data such as rotation speed, angle, temperature, and pressure. The system must generate an alert in response to a typical values. What should you include in the solution? Option A, Application Insight in Azure Monitor. Option B, Metric Alerts in Azure Monitor. Option C, Multivariate Anomaly Detection. Option D, Univariate Anomaly Detection. The correct answer is option C, Multivariate Anomaly Detection. Multivariate anomaly detection is suitable for detecting atypical values in multiple sensor data points, such as rotation speed, angle, temperature, and pressure simultaneously. It analyzes the relationship between different variables to identify unusual patterns. Univariate anomaly detection focuses on individual metrics, while the other options are more general monitoring tools without the same focus on complex, multivariable data patterns. Question number 158. You plan to create an index for an Azure AI search service by using the Azure portal. The Cognitive Search Service will connect to an Azure SQL database. The Azure SQL database contains a table named User Messages. Each row in User Messages has a field named Message Copy that contains the text of social media messages sent by a user. VR users will perform full text searches against the message copy field, and the values of the field will be shown to the user. You need to configure the properties of the index for the message copy field to support the solution. Which attributes should you enable for the field? Option A, sortable and retrievable. Option B, filterable and retrievable. Option C, searchable and fetchable. Option D, searchable and retrievable. The correct answer is option D, searchable and retrievable. The searchable attribute enables full text search against the message copy field, allowing users to query the content of social media messages. The retrievable attribute ensures that the values of the field can be returned in search results. Sortable and filterable are not required for full text search or displaying message content, while fetchable is used for grouping or categorizing result, which isn't needed in this case. Question number 159. You have a text-based chatbot. you need to enable content moderation by using the text moderation API of Content Moderator. Which two service responses should you use? Option A, personal data. Option B, the adult classification score. Option C, text classification. Option D, optical character recognition, OCR. Option E, the RACI classification score. The correct answers are Option A, personal data. Option C, text classification. Personal data. It helps identify and potentially marks sensitive information like names, addresses, and phone numbers, ensuring user privacy during conversation. Text classification. It allows the API to analyze the text for potentially harmful content like hate speech, bullying, and threat, which is crucial for maintaining a safe and positive environment in a chatbot. Question number 160. You train a conversational language understanding model to understand the natural language input of users. You need to evaluate the accuracy of the model before deploying it. What are two methods you can use? Option A, from the Azure AI Language Authoring REST endpoint, retrieve the model evaluation summary. Option B, from Language Studio, enable active learning and then validate the utterances logged for review. Option C, from Language Studio, select Model Performance. Option D, from the Azure portal, enable log collection in Log Analytics and then analyze the logs. The correct answers are Option B, from Language Studio, enable active learning and then validate the utterances logged for review. Option C, from Language Studio, select Model Performance. To evaluate the accuracy of your conversational language understanding model, you can use active learning in Language Studio to review and validate user utterances, improving the model over time. Additionally, selecting model performance in Language Studio will provide insight into how well the model performs based on the data it has been trained with, helping you access its effectiveness before deployment.